Hey, what's going on, everyone? Apollo here. Before I get into today's discussional video, I basically wanted to make a little bit of an announcement for my channel. I plan on doing daily gaming videos for the weeks to come. Just gonna sort of see how this all works out, see how I like it. In addition to that, I plan on getting an Elgato HD PVR pretty soon, so that'll be pretty cool. I'll be able to capture gameplay from my Xbox One, PlayStation 4, etc. But basically, today's topic is, well, it's actually based on an article I read a long time ago about Titanfall, how it was almost a PlayStation Vita game. Now, I remember reading this article a while back, maybe a couple months ago, and just being so fascinated and so amazed that a game as huge as Titanfall that really helped sell Xbox One systems really could have been the PS Vita savior. Now, not to say that the Vita is necessarily dead. We just heard that Sony Bend is working on a new AAA game. So, yeah, there's still hope for the Vita, but, really, this could have been that big push to really get Vitas out the door. And yeah, I sort of want to discuss what my thoughts are on the game almost being a Vita title. So basically, the history of this news story came from a news article that was posted on Eurogamer back in April of 2014. So basically, way back when Titanfall was in its very early stages, known as R1, um, Respawn Entertainment approached Sony and basically asked for the PlayStation 4 specs so that they could begin developing for that system. Now, unfortunately, Sony was not ready to reveal their specs for their new next-gen system just yet, so they ended up sort of declining that offer, but they did offer to let the team make it on the PlayStation Vita. Now, there isn't a lot of history that goes on after that point. We don't really know what Respawn's response was, but other than that, they never wanted to make it, obviously, but, that's basically all we know. So now that we have the history of it all behind us, let's just sort of talk about what the topic of this video even is, which is, do I think that Titanfall would have been the game that really sold the PS Vita system? Now, in all honesty, yes, I most certainly do think that this really would have been Vita's killer app. I mean, just look at the Xbox One. Now, obviously, it was selling well, better than its predecessor even, but compared to the competition, the Xbox One was at a down low. Even worse than it's doing right now. It just was pretty depressing. But Titanfall was really that game that sort of, it made the Xbox One look like a really competitive system, not just sort of the Wii U to the PS4, no offense to Wii U owners. But yeah, I mean, I think if the Vita could have something that really showed its power like this, that would have really been the game that sort of turned gamers' heads. I mean, just look at Killzone Mercenary, possibly one of the best games of 2013. It was a fantastic title, but even so, even with the reviews and everything, it just didn't sell as well as I think Sony was expecting it would. Or hoping it would, really. So, and that's for a number of reasons, but the biggest of which is Killzone just isn't that big AAA title that everyone is excited about. It does have a community, but compared to Titanfall, which was this new IP, fresh, innovative, it was just something that everyone was excited about. It just didn't have that big, following and push that, Titanfall has. So, in the end, I think Titanfall definitely would have sold Vita systems. It probably would have been dumbed down a lot. I mean, given the Xbox One is a next-gen system, but I think the Vita version would have been able to hold its own against the Xbox 360 version. So, yeah, I think it's really disappointing that it didn't come to the Vita. Thankfully, we already have a handful of good shooters on the system, so, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Titanfall would have been a good Vita game? Go ahead and leave it in the comments. I definitely think it would have been a fantastic title. And yeah, again, gonna have daily videos coming out soon, so go ahead and tune into that. And yeah, thanks for tuning in.